Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. Not just another game on the schedule, Greg. Fans and players alike are excited for tonight.
I mean, this is a championship caliber matchup. There is a ton of talent in this one, and I think it's a great test for both teams.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Down low. Now Gobert following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Booker outside. Baseline try. Green for 2 points. Booker's got his team on the board to start the game for the Suns. Conley with it. Up there for Bogdanovich. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Here's Bridges. And Ayton throws it down.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
To the inside. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket tonight. All up top for by Conley. The shot's good from Paul.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. From past the arc. And it's Mitchell missing. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Booker. Rebound, Utah. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Pass to come. All alone. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. And taken away by Paul. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Conley. To the paint, Crowder with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oh, Ayton in position. An infinite alley-oop jam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Suns leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Paul looking over the floor. Over Conley. No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Booker against Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. It's deflected. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. Another shot. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
The Jazz with another miss.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Ball can't get it to go.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Again, the miss by Booker.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
The pass to Crowder. Here's Bridges. And no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Spins. Mitchell wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Crowder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell from the arc. Conley left side. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 4. After this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the foul. Back to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got the lead up to 1 now for Utah.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. Mitchell gets to Conley. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
A pull-up. And the shot falls short this time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Passes to O'Neal. 3-pointer. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Bridges with the steal. Here's Booker. The shot, no good. Good D by Bogdanovich. And stolen by Booker. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alter.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. The feed to Conley. Crowder with the steal. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Conley, the pass to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. The Jazz with another miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Crowder from outside. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Utah leading. And stolen by Ayton. Paul left side. Oh, Ayton in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jazz passing it around. And here's Conley outside. It's a hand on it, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Ball finds Booker. Ayton in the corner. There's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns trail by 3. Bridges passes to Crowder. Gobert with it. Bridges covering. A clear look for Mitchell. Gets the 14-footer to fall. He's got 5.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
With 3, Booker. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Utah's on defense. On the wing, Booker. Fires from deep.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
O'Neal misses. For the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action to the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The Jazz.
Thanks so much, David and Wolf. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, well, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Ayton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Paul. Ayton finds Paul. Paul is doubled. Inside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Back to Paul for the tie. Good on the 3-point shot. Paul's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
And he makes that one.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. No good from Booker.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Conley dishes to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. O'Neal misses. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Paul puts up a deep three. Stolen by Conley. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Ball against Mitchell. Back to Conley. Into the lane. The shot. No good. Good work defensively by Crowder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. The Suns trailing. Steps back. Booker against Mitchell. And Booker kicks to Bridges. For the lead. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
And here's Booker from the arc. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Bridges kicks to Paul. Booker against Mitchell. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. Deflects the pass. O'Neal against Booker. O'Neal issues to Mitchell. Looking to end its cold spell. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
From deep 3-point range, and the shot's good from Crowder.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz lead by 2. And time to...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns, Panthers.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Well-placed alley pass into the layup. It's all knotted up.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Conley into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
To take the lead. Here's Ayton. Tries again. He can't get that one to fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Bridges with the steal. Lobbed up there for Booker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Conley surveying the D. He kicks it to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Booker. For three, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Paul.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And it's official. He has come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Good on the triple. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
Pulls up. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Outside Conley. Back to Mitchell. From downtown. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Booker outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Now Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Having another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Stolen by Conley. O'Neal with it. Bridges covering. Here's Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a deep 3 from Booker. And they recover. Ayton, the pass to Crowder. Here's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's O'Neal. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. We've got 1:08 left in the game. To the middle. 6 to shoot. And to the Suns with another turnover. Locked up there for Booker. Money!
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley, this is to Gobert. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Ball fires from way outside. The quick look, no good that time.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Deep. Conley's shot is off. Now, here's Bridges. No good there with this step-back J.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's...
young teams. Rare for youth to be served in this league. But, Grant, you didn't seem to have any trouble back in your day, partner.
Well, yeah, you know, I played 4 years at Duke, so I came in right away ready to contribute. And that's right. I was fortunate enough to make the All-Star team in my rookie season, too. So I came in ready.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Young in at the 1.
A jumper that is pretty and effective. Young's game starts with his shot.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Atlanta. Booker for 3. Hunter with the rebound. Ball against Young. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And it's Ayton off the drive. Crowder left side. Outside Paul. From downtown. That one is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
And Collins with the slam.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Bridges. Hunter with some nice D. And Doris, Crowder's defense, a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. And he slams it in one-handed.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ayton with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. Crowder, the pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Quality decision making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Outside Herder. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Hunter with some nice D. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Here's Young. That shot off. Oh, with some nice D. Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. And he drives in. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the oop here. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send it in.
Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Suns trailing. It's Bridges on the wing. The baseline J. That one goes. Count it.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Outside Young. Pass to Herder. 1:05 left in the first quarter here. To the paint. Clock at 6. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. An open look for Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Their frenetic defense has been impressive. putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Pass to Herder. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Collins outside. And Collins with the jam.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
For three, Booker. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Here's Young. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Hawks on top, leading by a point.
All right,
and if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. And it's Capella in at the center position. Here's Young. Out to the right wing. Goes back up. Count that bucket. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
We can't forget about Young's in-between game. When he notices these shots are open, he's so good at taking them.
Right wing. Crowder outside. Plenty of space. Good as the jump shot falls.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Outside Young. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Shot clock at 5. Paul with some nice D.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Booker, pass to Aiden. The kick out to Paul. The rebound by the Hawks.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that one's good. Young.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
And here's Booker. Inside. Here's Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Young. Screen by Capella. Young, the pass to Capella. Hammers the lob through. All right, we're putting you on the spot here, Doris. Who do you think is the best head coach in the NBA?
Boy, you're trying to get me into trouble, BA. I think most people are going to answer sort of old school Pop because of the number of championships. I'm going to take it in a different direction and say one of the guys that captivates me, whether he's loaded with stars or whether he's trying to grind it out, that would be Eric Spoelstra. He's got the ability to X and O with the best of them, and I think he manages people as well as anyone I've seen.
Here's Young. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. It's tipped. Bridges outside. Over Hunter. Bridges misses. The Hawks leading. Young inside. He's guarded by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. The putback. It's good on the putback. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Capella inside. He's against Aiden. Second chance shot. There's the block.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir. What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop. There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
From the top of the key, rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Throws it up high, and Collins with the slam.
Man, you love how Collins has developed his game offensively. More moves inside, more range, and more confidence.
Here's a three from Paul. Collins with the rebound. And the Hawks shooting only 36% during the second. Booker against Young. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Bridges has got 5 now.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
Outside Herter. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
For 3, Booker. Atlanta with a rebound. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop on top, hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. All right, good stuff, Allie. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what John Collins has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Young. Up top, Capella is covered by Ayton. The 3. Young can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Suns trailing. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Booker with it. Now Herter defending. And there it is for him. Booker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you've got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
Young from long range. They grab their own miss. Collins outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And Collins with the slam.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And stolen by Herter. And he lobs it up top. The shot no good. Well, Phoenix is shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Booker against Young. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
It's Booker on the wing. Let's go with a three. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Hawks have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Herder. Collins against Crowder.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Young.
2 minutes.
Pass to Capella. 5 on the clock. The ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Shot clock at 2.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Tipped away and stolen by Herder. Young against Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, it's quite remarkable how quickly Trae Young became a force to be reckoned with in the league. And so far, there doesn't seem to be a limit on his potential as a top-tier scorer. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Booker. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Collins, no good.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And so far, Collins has been a pleasant surprise. A mobile, quick-thinking big man with enticing potential.
Free throw is good from Collins.
And talk about a guy betting on himself. Now, John Collins turned down a big contract prior to last season. It all worked out in his favor as he signed an even bigger one to stay with the Hawks. He's firmly planted as part of this team's young core.
Here's Booker. Nails the wide-open jumper. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
Here's Young. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And a deep 3 from Paul. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Capella screen on Paul. Here's Young. Hauled in by Paul. The Suns have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. 14 feet away. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Up top, Young. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use.
All right, rookies coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your time.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. The Hawks leading. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's Herder on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Capella. Lets it fly. Offensive board. Now Young. Takes the 3. The Suns clear it. Here's Crowder. Here he goes. Stolen by Collins. Outside Young. Yep, that one goes. And the Hawks lead by 9. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
Pass to Herder. There's the 3. The Suns clear it. Paul's got 4 rebounds now.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Poke loose. Stolen by Bridges. Oh, deflected. Young against Paul. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Young against Paul. Right side Young. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Booker, good.
Yeah, high volume scorer. Booker needs only to raise his percentages a bit to be considered elite in the NBA.
Outside Young. Pass to Capella. Paul against Young. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. The kick out to Paul. Takes it inside. Back to Crowder. Up top, Paul. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. And here's Ayton. And now the Hawks on the break. Young with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Blows the alley-oop. The Suns trailing. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Bullseye! Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Attacking, lays it up and banks it in.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Paul can't get it to go.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
4-3, and Young is good for 3. And it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Known for his long-range shooting, when Young gets some wiggle room, he fires with confidence.
Ball from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Hawks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Looking to win the run. And that one hits the back iron. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And Booker pulls it down. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Barrett.
He sure is, David. Great report. Thanks.
Here we go.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So here's Miami's starting group. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Adebayo with a screen on Booker. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The long distance 3 is buried. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineup. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Puts up a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Paul kicks to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. Down low. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. By Paul. Nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Robinson over Paul. Adebayo passes to Robinson. 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. That's a 2 from Butler. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
First team foul.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game.
And really hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
Ayton finds Paul. Takes the 3.
Lowry isn't the biggest player, but he can get in your shirt and challenge a shot.
Paul's shot is off. Here's Robinson. Adebayo passes to Robinson. Paul looking around. Now the pass to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami. Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Booker against Robinson. They get it back. Here's Ayton. Back to Bridges. And Paul puts up a deep 3. No good. And the Heat going the other way now. Pass to Tucker. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Paul left side. And he drives in. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Paul's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And here's Lowry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Butler. Here's Tucker. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Suns trail by 5. A drive by Paul. Some solid defense from Butler.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
All against Lowry. Back to Robinson. Pass to Tucker. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's the break. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless. There's
25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Butler passes to Adebayo. And again, the turnover by the Heat. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They trail by 3. Booker with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Booker. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the...
All right, Lucas coming out of the corner. Come on and get loud for your
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Robinson with it. 8 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. And finished off by Robinson.
Gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Such a great all-around player, Kyle Lowry.
You know, GA, a star who's also a glue guy. He takes the temperature of the team and gives it whatever it needs, whenever it's needed.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Butler. He kicks it to Tucker. Drives to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ball outside. Fires the 3.
Known for being a strong defender, Butler takes pride in blocking shots.
Booker against Robinson.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Nice work in there by Adebayo. He sets a physical tone for this team.
Booker against Robinson. No good from Booker.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Lowry, a miss that time. Would have put him up.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Booker outside. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Robinson against Booker. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer from outside the arc. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Heat lead by 1.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yep, it counts. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
Fearless play by Kyle, pushing past the contact to get his shot.
It's tipped. He lobs it up. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Here's Butler. Tips it up, and Robinson is right there. And now a 5-point Heat lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Paul kicks to Booker. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Going inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Lowry dishes to Butler. Adebayo with the screen on Bridges. Butler passes to Adebayo. Second chance shot, and he lays it straight in. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
19.
All right, thank you, David. Folks,
24.
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Suns trail by 5.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Hero. He's out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Dedmon in the center position. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. He sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
Oladipo against Paul from deep three-point range. The shot, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Strus passes to Hero. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by Miami. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team ball. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The pass to Ayton. Booker outside. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 13.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Now the feed to Dedmon. Kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Strus. 4 on the clock. Back to Oladipo. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. On the wing, Booker. For the lead. Another three for Phoenix.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Hero with it. He's guarded by Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the drive. And that one is stuck right through.
Off the pick, Hero loves to rise and fire, but that time he becomes the playmaker.
Outside Crowder. Booker outside. Shoots over Hero. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Feeds it to Dedmon. The kick out to Oladipo. Here he goes. And then Oladipo with the chance.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Ball against Oladipo. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. The Heat with the lead. There's Hero with the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And Tyler Hero's defense, maybe not his strength, but it's an area he's looking to improve.
You know what I like about him, though? He wants to improve, and that's half the battle. Bulking up would help him as he gets bullied a little bit on those drives. You like that he wants to be more than just a scorer, GA.
Ball against Oladipo. Pulls up on the wing. That shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Strus's shot is good.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good on the shot.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Strus passes to Dedmon. Hero the bounce pass. There's the lob to Bridges. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
In for the Heat.
Now Lowry. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 5. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Miami leading by 5. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in its small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Robinson, that's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Robinson with it from deep. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Paul with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Pass to Booker. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Crowder with the steal. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Butler deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Adebayo. No good on that one. Some solid defense from 8.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Now, here's Lowry. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Adebayo, high post. Such a wide open look.
Proving he has the touch from mid-range. Bam Adebayo showing you another dimension of his game.
On the wing, Booker to stop the run. And the Suns miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Ball fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Bridges finds Paul. Butler with the steal. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Robinson passes to Tucker. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For 3, Booker. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Paul. For Phoenix, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Miami the other way now. And here's Adebayo. Here's Tucker. Oh, good with the triple. Suns trail by 13. Booker up top, now recovering. And Booker kicks to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Good focus on the range shot by Chris. Not letting anything throw him off.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Heat.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Robinson.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson for 3. That one doesn't go. The Suns go the other way with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul for 3. Rebound by Butler. Here's Robinson. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And 2 of the more efficient offenses in the league. Brent, there are different ways to get it done.
That's what makes this matchup so compelling tonight, BA. Scary offensive talent on the floor. When these guys get hot, I don't care what you're calling defensively. There's no stopping them.
And that one's good from Conley.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Here's Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 now.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Pass to Booker. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. It's good from about 19 feet.
Yeah, great defensive focus gets Mitchell the steal, and he instinctively starts that fast break.
Here's Booker. Checked by Mitchell. From the high post. Booker can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too. And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an all-star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship. Like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Picked by Bogdanovic. To the middle. Paul with a steal. To the inside. Stolen by Conley. Crowder with a steal. Out to Bridges. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. And Utah will come the other way. And I think when you say Mike Conley All-Star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
Outside Booker. Stolen by Conley. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. With the second effort, and it's Mitchell laying it in. Mitchell's got 6. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
Conley. Good on the bucket. Conley's got his second bucket on the night.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. From outside the arc. Excellent D there from Booker.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
It's Booker on the wing. Over Mitchell. Knocks it loose. The Jazz have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. From deep, Conley. Not going to go that time. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Ayton. Blocked.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now now he's helped them keep it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges, left side. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Mitchell. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Jazz.
Your Jazz Dancers. Your Jazz Dancers.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it.
Stolen by Ayton. Knocked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 3. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. Conley's got 7 points in the game. Booker showed he still puts up numbers when his team is a legit contender, Brent.
Well, he's always been a gifted scorer, and now him learning about the value of both ends of the floor, that's been amazing growth from Devin Booker.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Mitchell misses.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Paul for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Gobert up top. Here's Bogdanovich with the drive. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Suns have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Here's Paul. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Utah leading. Outside Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Drains the triple.
That's great court awareness. Mitchell's just reliable at noticing when his guys are uncovered.
And the Suns shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Outside Booker. To end the run. Count that one. Booker's got 9. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Durant, you got the Pels with Zion, you got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
Pass to Crowder. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And here's Conley. Outside Mitchell. Going inside. And Ayton pulls it down.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Rebound, Utah.
Time for some consideration in the passing category. Maybe the shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Booker for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
From deep, Conley. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. 13 points in the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Booker can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell takes a three. A shot by Conley. No good. Gobert against Booker. Hayden with a screen. Booker on the take. Pass to Paul. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Who poked away. Stolen by Bridges.
Jazz foul. Royce O'Neal. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And so it's the Utah Jazz up 15 points as this quarter concludes. A big one. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
17.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
This is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. Then it's Daniel House. And it's Pascal in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Utah's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Left side, Pascal. The 3. He buries it from 3. And the Jazz lead by 18.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Back to Paul. Intercepted. Pascal with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with a 3. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Ball from deep three-point land. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make. Whiteside, a second-round pick in 2010, and it's taken him a while to get the footing here after stops in China, Lebanon, and some time in the G League.
Launches a 3, and they'll get another chance. Ayton passes to Bridges. Connects from downtown. Bridges has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clarkson against Booker. Here's Pascal. And a slam dunk by Pascal.
I'm trying to realize what to do in the screen and roll situation. Clarkson connecting with a teammate.
They talking about Whiteside growing into an NBA player. You have to credit the G League for developing his game, Brent.
Yeah, and he had a lot of stops. He played in Reno and Sioux Falls and for RGV and then in Iowa. Some guys just aren't ready. You got to get both in physical and in mental shape to take on the rigors of an 82-game season. And Hassan Whiteside found his way into that opportunity.
Out left to the wing. Paul for 3. The shot off that time. And Utah will come the other way.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Clarkson outside. Banked it in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 19.
Well, creating something off of the dribble. Nice job with the bounce. I like watching Jordan Clarkson when he's in go-go mode.
Here's a 3 from Paul. They get it again. Outside for Booker. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Rebound, Utah. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
That's his first personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Jazz, Daniel House.
Good on the second one. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Crowder outside from deep. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Well, Phoenix is shooting just 21% from the floor. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For Utah, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Back to Alexander Walker. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Jacks up a 3, and Whiteside with a block.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot.
And so it's Utah, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at small forward. Over to the wing. Pass to Whiteside. Paul with a steal. Pascal with the steal. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Here's a 3 from Paul. And it's House with the rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Clarkson for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Pass to Booker. Launches it. Utah with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And it's Clarkson missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
From behind the arc. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 6th assist of the night.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Pascal from outside. Inside. And a slam dunk by Pascal.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Now here's Crowder. Pascal defends. 20 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Booker for 3. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. Clarkson against Booker. Clarkson passes to Pascal. 6 to shoot. Pass to Alexander Walker. Whiteside with a screen on Tall. Here's Alexander Walker, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the Suns miss again. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to House. Drives to the hoop. Count it. House has got 4 points in the quarter.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mike Conley.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker fires from way outside, and it's Booker again missing. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots over Paul. Pass to Clarkson. Here's House. There's the triple. Stolen by Ayton. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Crowder against Pascal. Back to Crowder. And here's Paul. 5 on the clock. Looking to end this cold spell. Out to Bridges. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd...
Doors, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest, and more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward spot. No good from Booker. Outside, Bob pass to Capella, up high to stop the alley-oop.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. It's the Hawks ball. Here's Young. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Crowder with the steal. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebounding.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised. He is a double-double machine, and think about it. He is not even at his prime yet.
The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Young passes to Herter. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Bridges. Booker looking around. Doesn't go for him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A 19-foot shot, and that one comes up a bit short. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Lets the 3 fly. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
High post Young. Pass to Herter. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Atlanta again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
And Crowder slams it in.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Here's Herter, defended by Booker. And Herter gets it to go.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Booker outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And it's Capella missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The Hawks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Herter, defended by Paul. It's tipped. Back to Herter. Lets it go from deep. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. And here's Young from the arc. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
So smooth shooting the rock. Young trusts his shot from any distance.
Booker with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Young drives in, and they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Booker. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And again, it's the Suns missing. Young from deep three-point range. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Suns. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Crowder after the miss from Trae Young for 3. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
I think the handles of Jay Crowder may catch some people off guard. This guy's a capable ball handler when given space.
And that one drops. Young's got 5.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And a deep 3 from Booker. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. To the line for 3 free throws. That's on DeAndre Hunter. This is his first free throw of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Now, here is Young. He has 5.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Ayton finds Crowder. The Trae. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 9. Young for 3. He can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. For 3, Booker. Hunter grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Young for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Paul's got himself on the board with 3 there. Offensive stats and records always draw more attention, Doris, but the defensive skill level in the NBA right now is also incredibly high.
It is, Kevin. We talk about basketball IQ, and so often we're referencing the offensive end of the floor, how to manipulate pick and roll, how to read and react in some motion offenses. I think high-caliber, smart defensive players impact winning as much as anybody. Do you have game plan discipline? Do you know what your philosophy is? Do you understand the personnel on the opposite side? That takes work and it takes commitment, and I have great admiration for those guys.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Young. Ball looking over the floor. Bridges, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Young outside. Pass to Capella. This one for three. Another three for Atlanta.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Ball outside. Here's Bridges. No good off the front iron.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Herter, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Young. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Ball outside. 4 seconds left. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead. And so we wrap up the first half. Suns lead by 9. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. On the court for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at center. And Paul launches it from deep. That one misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
When you think about the legacy of Chris Paul, you can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Suns leading by 9. The pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. And it's Trae Young with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Hawks. Outside Crowder. Goes up on the wing. That's good from Paul on the assist from Crowder. And the Suns lead by 8.
Well, to a good point guard, running the pick and roll in the NBA is second nature. Chris Paul's been doing this a long, long time. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Stripped it away. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Stolen by Collins. Young drives in. Got that one up quick. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Ball fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Young's shot is off.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The Hawks trail by 8. right around 3 minutes into the second half. The Suns have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. On the wing, Bridges. Over Hunter. And the shot is long. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Herter off target with his 3. Suns leading by 8. Ball outside, launches it. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Inside, Young with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And this is why Hunter's been so efficient. He takes good shots and makes them consistent.
Pass to Booker. Crafty move. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now Bridges after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And here is Paul. He has 7. Booker in the corner. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Young for 3.
Well, you can see DeAndre Ayton becoming more and more aware on the defensive end. He's able to challenge shots. Really good defense.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, at the guard positions, Young and Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. The shot by Paul, nobody around. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Shot from the wing. That one wide left.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Young with no one around. The three-pointer is right on target. Young's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks. Bridges outside. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. And the Suns lead by 6.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
On the wing, Booker. It's good from the top of the key.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Young outside from deep three-point range. That shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Booker. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Booker. Goes back up. And right through it goes. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you've got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
Here's Young from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Paul finds Booker. Here's the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
A three. Young, no good.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent to Devin Booker tonight. He is hooking.
Young outside. Lets it go with a three. It's good from long range. Young's got 30 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And here's Booker from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And a deep three from Young. Another three for Atlanta.
Really clever with the basketball. Young so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Ball passes to Crowder. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That was a missed opportunity.
Young taking his time here. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Ball against Young to tie it up. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Ball kicks to Booker. It counts.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Young against Ball. Shoots from 12. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And so it's Phoenix.
tonight, Smitty. How do you think the center position has evolved over the last decade?
I think shooting by the bigs being able to shoot the three, and also them creating more space leads to better offense and more flow.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spot. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And here are the Heat now. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lowry. From the arc. Paul with some nice D. Here's Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. Shoots over Robinson. They get it back. Pass to Crowder. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Paul against Lowry for 3. Robinson. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Paul. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. And the Heat going the other way now.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Fires for 3. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Lowry finds Butler. Back to Lowry. Adebayo sets a screen. Lowry with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And finished off by Adebayo.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And a deep 3 from Paul. Rebound by the Heat. And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
Booker for 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Lowry outside. Out to the right wing. Adebayo against Ayton. Tucker drives it in. Here's Adebayo. And a nice finish on the layup. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Miami trailing. Here's Robinson. Pass to Lowry. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. On target from range.
Kyle looks confident in everything he does, and that confidence rubs off on the team.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Adebayo grabs the board.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Tucker outside Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. For 3. Paul with another miss.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
For 3, Robinson nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Paul against Lowry. Puts up a 3. Paul with another miss.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
He drops it from range.
I just love the ball.
Now here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's a 3 from Paul.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Phoenix no good that time either.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Pass to Aiden. Butler against Bridges. Now Paul. Booker with it. Can they get it? That one no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out in front, up by 4.
And welcome, your Miami Heat
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Heat.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
On top of that, they've been getting the three-pointer to fall tonight as well.
On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Butler passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Heat. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Adebayo with it. Here's the 3. Here's Butler. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Not surprised to see Jimmy come down with the offensive rebound. He plays with heart and hustle.
Paul passes to Booker. 3-pointer. That's tipped. Pass to Crowder. Down low. Second chance effort. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adebayo's got 6 points. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Outside Tucker. Back to Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Here's Paul. And the Suns miss again.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Here's Lowry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And now a 12-point Heat lead.
They're really working the paint now.
Bridges outside. They need this. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Robinson. Puts up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
For 3, Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And Smitty, you've been in broadcast journalism for a while now. Are there certain players you especially enjoy covering?
Yeah, I enjoy covering the entire league. You know, all types of basketball. But I will say, I enjoy most covering the young guys that I've been knowing for a long time.
Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Buries it from 3. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Booker for 3. Second shot opportunity. Aiden with the bucket inside.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Lowry outside. And here's Butler outside. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. The 3 is up. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now. Robinson on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Nice work in there by Adebayo. He sets a physical tone for this team.
Ball passes to Booker. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Heat.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Drops in the 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And it's Miami's ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 18. Paul passes to Booker. Uncovered. And the jumper is good. Booker's got 8 points.
This has been an awful quarter for him. Just 1 for 8.
Pass to Tucker. 3-pointer. And Aiden pulls it down. Here's Crowder. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Crowder's got his second basket.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And so it's the Miami Heat up. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Duncan Robinson.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court right now for the Suns, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Strus's shot is off.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Paul passes to Aiden. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Hero. And too long on the shot.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
No good on the triple. Well, the Suns shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. And Crowder with the jam.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
Pass to Hero from the arc. And again, the Heat missing. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Right side Paul. 4-3. It's rebounded by Dedmon.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Here's Strus. Again, the Heat misses. Here's Phoenix. Here's Booker on the take. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter.
And he sinks the second. And here's Oladipo. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Hero from behind the arc. The Heat rebound. Here's Dedmon. Here's Strus. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hero with the bucket.
Stays composed in just about every game situation. It looks like Tyler has his own version of hero ball.
On the wing, Crowder. No good from outside.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Strus's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Bridges. Goes up on the wing. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Hero. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Heat lead by 13. Booker against Hero. Shot from the wing. Booker, good. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Hero for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. And Miami the other way now. Let's go with a three. Strus's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wing shot on the way. Paul can't get it to go.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Oladipo. There's the triple. Stolen by Booker. Oladipo against Paul. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. So Miami ends up going with a new group.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
They could get back within single digits of the lead. Outside Booker. From deep. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
For three, Robinson. Here's Tucker. Again, the Heat misses. And a deep three from Paul. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
First team foul.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Tucker. The 3 is up.
Their shooting has stumbled a little bit here in the second half, but their defense is doing a good job of helping protect the lead.
For 3, Booker. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Robinson finds Lowry. The three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. From deep. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Butler passes to Robinson. Takes the 3. Butler can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the Suns miss again.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
First team foul.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Tries it from the top of the key.
I mean, he closed the gap on that play with his speed. Jimmy Butler on defense is a treat to watch.
And it's Butler with the jam. And the Heat lead by 13.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Paul for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Robinson finds Lowry. Three-pointer, no good.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Booker, and he banks in the layup.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lowry against Paul. Takes a three. It's not going to go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Hayden with it, guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Paul from deep three-point range. He can't get it to go.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. It feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Booker for three.
Flashing the veteran instincts on defense there. Lowry is crafty at using his size and IQ to swat shots away.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
The three. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's Butler outside. And Booker pulls it down. And Phoenix shooting a very low 20% for this game so far. Tries to break his ice. Denied by Adebayo.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts. Using it well with that block.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defense. Has given up no easy looks.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Outside Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Butler against Bridges. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. The three. Another three for Phoenix.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Lowry against Paul. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Phoenix with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. It's Bridges on the wing. So it's Miami picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith.